the preparation of the exam feels like intellectual pleasure, because anything that you read, it will give you a pleasure that you are gaining something out of it. Anything, literally anything that you read. But in my opinion, the most important thing that I found out in the preparation of the civil services examination was that if you have the positive attitude, if you have the right mindset, if you have the belief that you can make it, then one day definitely you will make it. So that was the most crucial point that I was lacking in my first attempt. So my journey began when I was in college. I am graduate from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh, from a very so-called poor branch, materials and metallurgical engineering. In my third or fourth year, I thought of preparing for the services, and I took up the Hindu. I could not understand it. I could not understand a single word. I used internet. I used dictionaries, and it was slightly difficult. And later on, I could read the Hindu very well in around 1.5 hours or something like that. After that, I picked up the basic NCRTs, and by reading the NCRTs, I got some confidence, because most of the things were new and interesting, and it felt that the syllabus for the exam is very interesting. You can stick with it, you can read it for long hours. For the first time, I felt that. After that, I came to Delhi after my graduation, skipped the 2015 attempt. I am a pass out of 2015 batch. Then in 2016, I appeared for the prelims with almost as much preparation as I could do in 1 year. And I could not clear the prelims. I was very dejected. I basically thought that it would be very easy for me. I would clear it right in my first attempt. So I was shattered that I could not even write mains. So I gathered myself, took a break for 1 month or 1-2 months, and started preparing again. Thing basically that I changed was, for prelims I'll deal separately, but for mains the thing that I changed was I found out that even if I had cleared prelims in 2016, I would not be able to make it in mains. So I picked up paper-wise strategies, paper-wise. I picked up the syllabus. I divided the syllabus into very small parts, and charted out a strategy for these the small bits of the syllabus. The most important thing that I did in my preparation that helped me get here was to understand that the exam, the preparation of the exam feels like intellectual pleasure, because anything that you read, it will give you a pleasure that you are gaining something out of it. Anything, literally anything that you read. But the truth is that you cannot reproduce it in exam. So my strategy was that to read as much as I could reproduce in the exam, not to read anything extra, and read only what which I can remember. So to facilitate this, I basically I never read anything twice. So I read suppose I read Bipin Chandra once. It was 400 pages. I wrote down something. I brought it down to 2-3 pages. I wrote down only bullet points. Then in my second reading, I even make a gist of that, and I even made a gist of that, and I reduced it to 1 page. So at the end of the preparation, right before my mains, I had 1 A4 size sheet notes for almost every topic. You name it, and I had 1 A4 size sheet for that topic. And it really helped me in GS2 especially, because GS2, everybody knows GS2. There is nobody who will say ki I do not know GS2. And GS3 also, because the topics are generally current affair topics. Everybody has some insights on them. But to reproduce those insights, to reproduce what content you have is more important. So people go for test series. Definitely that is very essential. I also joined a test series but did not write as many tests, because I had confidence that I'll write good answers if I had certain bare minimum basic content which I could remember in the examination hall. So my focus was on remembering the things, taking the things with me in the examination hall, and then reproducing them on the answer sheet. So overall, this is the basic strategy that I followed.